Welcome back, everyone. It's I with I Will Play. Really looking forward to showing you the storage system today. Out of all the things you could possibly do in all of Minecraft is to have a place where you can store everything and know where it's at and how to access it. So today, let's cover the storage system. This way, whenever you need to access your iron ore, whether you want to access your rockets, go and grab smooth stone, or you need your ender pearls. You know where everything's at. It's super easy to get to. This is a really easy build. Doesn't require any redstone in here or anything tricky. This is just simple blocks. You're going to need about 550 stone bricks or your brick of your choice. It's going to be for part of the flooring and for the walls. We're going to assume that you're building this from the ground up. This will make it a lot easier for me to show it to you and easier for you to understand. First thing you're going to need is the block of your choice. I chose stone bricks. You can choose whatever you'd like to. You're going to need about 550. Whatever you have the most of is probably the best thing to start with now, and you can replace it later on down the road. You're also going to need 34 stone brick slabs. In your case, it'll be 34 of a half slab or whatever it is that you chose for your main block. In addition to this, you're going to need oak wood planks. Again, any wood is fine. Bring 128 with you. The oak logs, 138 oak logs, 204 chests. And item frames, I only have 2 right here, but you're going to need 102 of those. I know it sounds like a lot of materials. These materials are super easy to get. The chests are made out of the oak logs. Oak logs are what make the oak wood planks. The oak wood planks is what makes the chest. So go out and grab a lot of cobblestone. Go out and grab a lot of oak or any other type of tree and logs, and you can make pretty much everything here. The trickiest part of the whole thing is getting enough of the item frames, because each one of these item frames, not only does it require the wood, but you also need 1 leather for every single item frame that you have. You get the leather typically from cows. You can get it from other places, but you may need a small cow farm. Maybe that's something that we'll cover in the near future. All right, let's get cracking. We want to pick a spot that is at least 11 wide and 23 long. It's going to need to be 7 high also. So I'm going to find a spot over here. First thing we're going to want to do is place the floor. We need to go 10 blocks. We're going to go 16 blocks out in this direction on one side, and 23 blocks on the other side. That way you can put the super smelter inside. I'll show you how to leave a spot for that. This will make it really easy for you to build both if you'd like to. And I'll share the link at the bottom for the super smelter again. All right, let's go 23 on this side over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's make sure we have 23 for sure. Want to make sure that you have 23 blocks here. If you don't and you start putting up walls, it's a real pain to tear down again. This is actually where the walls are going to go, is inside these spots right here. So now on this side, we're going to want to make sure that it goes 11 wide. 2, 3. We're going to take this down 7. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, from 7 we're going to go in 1, and then we're going to take this all the way back to the original wall area. Next, let's put in the flooring. You'll want to take the block that you chose to be the main block for your floors. Go ahead and put in that block. Start to fill this. Fill up everywhere where you already dug out. Okay, that used exactly 64 blocks. Now we want to dig out the center, just 1 block deep, throughout the entire rest of the floor, and then we'll fill that in here in just a moment. Yikes, tools are too fast. You know, does it rain enough in this game or what? I must be in the perfect spot for it to just rain like crazy, because it always seems like it's raining, especially when I go to record. Again, I build everything in survival mode instead of creative mode. That way, it's typically the way that you're going to be building things as well, and that just comes with rain and other types of crazy things. All right, now that we have the floor dug up, if you want the pattern that I like, follow along. We're going to skip 2 and go to the 3rd block and put in another row of the block of your choice. It was for your walls. Again, my choice was stone bricks. Again, skip 2 more and put down another section of floor. Everywhere in between, I like to use the oak wood planks. So that's what I'm going to put in here. Go ahead and fill up everywhere except for right down here. This will just go ahead and fill with, this is where the smelter is going to go. You can go ahead and fill that with your block of choice. We got all the floor done. Let's go ahead and build up the walls. You want to put a door in here as well. I'd recommend that you put the door probably right there. Let's go ahead and build up the walls 2 blocks high all the way around. Trick right before you get to the end, obviously, is not to finish the last brick so you can jump up. All right, and when you finish it too high, we're going to continue this till we get 7 high all the way on all the walls. Okay, we got the walls 7 high. It should look like this. Drop down the back side. You should be able to come right through the door. Get your oak logs ready, and we'll start putting those in now. Go to the very back of the entire build. You're going to put this directly next to this back wall on the 2nd block. You're going to want to put every other block all the way down to the end here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Put 1 block. Every other block. Now that you've completed all these logs 1 high, go ahead and come to the back here. We're going to need to make some type of a little platform, type of ladder, so we can get up a little bit higher. Make sure all these logs are placed in the correct direction. In order to do that, we need to be up a little bit higher. Build this right across the middle like this. Oops. I'll go ahead and get your oak logs again and build these up 3 high. You could use scaffolding if you chose to do so. It's really up to you. I choose just to use dirt. Makes it a lot easier for me. Don't have to worry about falling off anything. Okay, we're going to want to build another one right here. This one needs to go about another 3 high. This gets just a little bit more difficult in building the ladder. However, if you do happen to fall off, it's really easy just to climb right back up here. And this one's going to finish just a little bit different. You can see that it's going to double up on top of this block right here. So just drop down and drop another block off to the side. That way you can climb right back up. Okay, We're going to go ahead and finish building these 6 high. So that's 3 more in addition to the original 3 that we did. When you place these, obviously you're going to want to be on the edge of the dirt. Try not to fall off. It's easier if you move forward on it than it is if you try to walk straight off over to the edge. You're more than likely just to fall right off there. Again, you got to be higher, so if it does get placed sideways on accident, you can just break it out and redo it. Really important for the architecture here that it all looks the same. That way it comes out looking really nice. When you're done building these all to 6 high, you can go ahead and eliminate all of this dirt that you had put in here or whatever you used to get up with. Alright, it's getting dark. You want to put up some torches so that you don't get all types of mobs spawning in here. Super important not to get the mobs going. I'm surprised I haven't had a whole bunch spawn on me already. Okay, so just put up, it doesn't take a lot of light. We need to complete the rest of this wall for where the super smelter goes. So just go ahead and fill in all the way up to 7 high through this wood block right here. Alright, so again, super smelter goes in here. At this point, it's just a matter of putting in chests. You're actually almost done, believe it or not. Okay, to put in these chests, just go in behind. You can start at the top or you can start at the bottom. It's really up to you. I like to actually start at the top myself. Put one there, hold shift, click these ones. If you don't hold shift click, then it pops up your, so you want to hold down shift and click again. Again, you want to crouch or sneak in order to place the second one in each group. Then just back up 2 spots and do it again. And continue through this process until we get this side done. This last section, obviously you're going to want to knock out 2 of these blocks again to get yourself out of here. And then just replace them back down. Now let's do the other side. Same way, if you want to hold crouch or hold sneak the entire time, it's easiest. And we're just clicking once, twice, again, 1, 2, 1, 2. Super easy to put all these down. And last section right here. Again, you just need to break yourself out real quick. Just break yourself out real quick. And put them back in. Real important part of this is actually putting in the ceiling. You want to make sure that every single one of these chests can actually still open. If you just put blocks on the top to seal the entire ceiling off, that's not going to work because then all your upper chests aren't going to move. So that's why the half blocks build a nice easy staircase to get to the top. Put 1 block, then 2. If you hold down shift, then you can place them right up next to the wall, just like this. Makes it easy to get to the top in a survival world. Now that you're on the top, you'll want to grab your stone brick slabs. And you're going to want to place them on the top slab to where every chest is. All the way across on top of every single chest. And then you'll fill in these other spots with just a regular block. You can do it all with half slabs if you choose to do so. It's really up to you. Half slabs are a little bit more difficult to get overall, but if you have them, then great. Fill them all in. If not, then just use the regular blocks. All right, let's finish. Okay, now let's fill in the rest with the regular blocks. Just point at the top of the blocks and place each one of your blocks in. Now we want to finish the ceiling. You can put whatever you'd like in the ceiling. You can put a stripe just like the floor. You can do really whatever you want at that point. The super smelter, again, that we already built on the other video, goes directly in here. There's a couple spots that need those half slabs on there as well, so make sure you pay attention to that when you do it. Let's go ahead and put the rest of the roof on this building. Okay, I'm going to skip this spot right here because this is where I put my ladder at. If I happen to fall down on accident, I want to be able to get back up, so I'm not going to cover that up just yet. I'll usually do the last row when I'm inside. That way I can knock this stair down and I'll have to worry about jumping off the roof or doing whatever I needed to do to get down and still be able to finish the build. So knock all this dirt out and we'll finish up the rest of the ceiling. At this point, just grab your item frames. Again, you're going to need 102 of these. I recommend that you put them just to the right. So you would place it here, for example, another one here, and then you know that everything to the left has that item in it. Let's say it's stone bricks and wood logs. Then you would put your wood logs in here. Then you know, obviously, that's where they're at. All right, before we're done today, I just want to make sure that I cover real quick. Typically what we want to do with these storage rooms is wherever your entrance is where you want to have the items that you want to access most often. So typically you'll want to have things in these first few rows that are your most important items, whether it be armor or swords or iron ore or cobblestone or whatever it is that you typically use, you're going to want to put in these very first few chests. Now, as you progress at the game and you get better and you get more and more things, obviously you're putting up more and more frames as you go along. I recommend then at that point that your least commonly used items, whether that is flowers or seeds or whatever it may be, those things go in the very back. And again, typically I would separate things so that on this side, maybe I have all the different types of stone, maybe I have the different types of seeds and flowers down on here on the end, all the most important things through here. It depends on what you want to do to keep it the best organized that you can. Let me show you the one that's in the house right next to this room again. We're back inside the storage room that I have in the basement of this home. Here's a wall that we had put in right on the side of all the rest of the storage room that we had built, where you could put the super smelter. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block opening for that. Obviously, that's why I had the walls and everything set right here. So there's plenty of room now for you to put in this exact same super smelter in there if you'd like to. Again, the video link's in the description. This is how I have things set up inside of this house. This makes it pretty organized for me in this area. I do have an extended area that I'll show you real quick as well, where I have some extra overflow spots to put some things. So just take a look here real quick. We got iron ore, we got gold. Typically the things that you're going to use, name tags. This is typically food, except for I do use a lot of rockets, so I recently moved that one there. Lamps, smooth stone, and some stone brick. Typically I use a lot of that. Diamonds, emeralds. Again, I'll just show you a little bit so you get an idea You can do it this way, you can do it really any way you want. Over here's less important items that I typically don't use a whole lot of. Ladders, fences. Put these together with leather, paper, sugarcane, and maps. They all work together, along with the books, sticks. And the overflow area I have just right behind here. In here I have extra diamond armor, torches, lots of beef, different things that I use a lot more common, a lot more frequent again. Things that tended to come a little bit more late game, like things from the end are down there. Typically store everything there because this is where I go to the nether. I hope this video helps you guys a lot. Obviously the last 3 videos that I've done with the tutorials, they all work together. Comes to the water elevator, you have the super smelter, and now you have the entire storage room. These 3 things should help you tremendously. The storage room is the most important out of everything that you could possibly build. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Take it easy.